let's get to some emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com or even your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails brought to you by Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes, your one-stop shop for all mailboxes. Need a new mailbox.com. Good morning. I'm Owen, and I'm 8 years old. I live in St. Peters.
Oh, yeah, I saw this email. Go ahead.
Voting for the USA Mullet Championship begins today. This email came in yesterday or the day before. I hope you and everybody at the station will consider voting for me. Voting is free, and you can vote every day. Donations will be made to Home for Wounded Warriors, Jared Allen's Home for Wounded Warriors. Donations will also count towards my overall score. First place winner gets $5,000.
Okay, we are on this show. The Riz Show is fully endorsing Team Owen and his pursuit of the, I guess, youth division for USA.
It's like 8 to
USA
10-year-olds.
Mullet Championship.
Mullet Championship. In fact, Fox 2 just did an article. I'm reading it now. St. Peter's boy enters 2023 USA Mullet competition.
And it is exquisite mullet. We are
Owen
talking.
Williams.
Yes, we are.
We are talking well done, high class, multiple fashion. I mean, there's a lot of different photos that they sent over that are part of the submissions. And man, he's pulling off multiple looks with this mullet.
Learn if you would saturate the socials
Yes,
with
please.
links to Owen's mullet page.
Mm-hmm.
Excellently done. Good luck, Owen. We got you back.
We are Team Owen. So on Fox 2's website, they say 8-year-old boy from St. Peter's competing for the title of Best Mullet in a kids division of the USA Mullet Championships. Owen Williams enters the competition with a Shea mullet. He is one of more than 300 contestants competing for the best mullet for kids between the ages of 5 and 8. On Owen's mullet profile page, he says, I started to grow my mullet about 2 years ago because I liked the way it looked. None of my family or friends have a mullet, so I guess you could say that I am one of a kind.
Yes, you are, babe.
Mullet Champ USA just opened up voting for its kids divisions yesterday. The first round of voting runs through Sunday. Next round of voting runs from July 19th to the 23rd and will consist of the top 100 contestants. Third and final round, top 25 vote getters from August 7th to 11th. So go to our socials. It's going to be on all the socials. Vote for Owen. I'm gonna throw this up.
Eagle call.
There you go. Good luck, Owen.
Good luck, Owen.
We love you, Owen.
Next.
Had a quick question for Learn. I've heard her talk about cannabis seltzers a few times now, and I was curious, so I Googled it, but I couldn't find anything local. What brand does she like, and where does she get them? Thanks.
Thanks. So I go to Randall's, and I also go to, Dogwood Liquors right off of Manchester, and you can get Midwest Magic is the brand. It's a local brand, I believe, and they have all sorts of different flavors. And so essentially what it is, it's Delta 8, and they come in, I believe, a 4-pack. They're quite expensive, so be prepared for that. I think it's like $30 for a 4-pack, which is crazy. But I have one of those, like I normally have them on Fridays, and I guess you can call me a bit of a lightweight, but I have one, and I'm just coasting into my weekend just fine.
Nice.
So Midwest Magic, and there's normally at a Randall's.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but if you go to like these liquor stores locally now, they do have a cannabis and Delta 8 section normally. Mm-hmm. So just take a look at that and ask the people that work there and see what would be good for you.
Shameless plug and full disclosure, I own a small percentage of Moondrops CBD, but
Yes.
we gave you one of the seltzers. Got a couple different flavors.
I had that on last Friday.
Sweet. Yeah, it's not Delta 8. We don't do Delta 8 or Delta 9. It's just CBD.
And that was one where I actually could feel like I could go out and be social. Like personally, I don't like to do anything cannabis related and go out and be social. It's just me, because I completely mellow out in a way that people would not be used to, and I would get uncomfortable. So, but your Moondrops, I could take those on a float trip, be 100% fine, feeling
Sweet.
good. So thank you for that.
Yeah, moondropcbd.com and that's the stuff that we give to the dog as well. We give her the tincture. We have a dog drops, and it came in handy yesterday with those storms, man. She's a wuss these days.
Next
we have, and that was Team Riz member Dan, by the way. Hey guys, and Learn.
What's up?
I said to my coworkers a few months ago that you all should do password, and for the first run, it was good. But you should follow 2 rules that are pretty key to making the game fair. The team trailing gets to go first each round, and second, they have the option to pass at the start. I thought that was great. I thought that was a great idea. You get the option to pass, so you don't have to be the first hint giver.
Okay, so if you win the round before, you could. Yeah, but you want to be the first.
Not always.
I did twice. You're right.
Not always. Some of those are tough. You see the password and you go, ooh,
yeah, you want to maybe be the
2.
second one. Okay,
Yeah,
so
might be cool.
Fine.
We'll mark
I was
that
quick
down.
on the buzzer. If you win the round before, You could have the option to go first or second. Okay, fine. Great. Next.
I had an 8-year-old call me brah, and it made me really mad. I don't know why. Is it the same as our generation calling everyone dude? Will the next big rock station phone number be 969 brah?
Maybe.
Yeah, and don't bra me.
That
What
was
up,
Mike.
brah?
Have your kids said anything to you? Because my son will say bruh or
Yeah.
different
No,
things.
they have, and I go, I'm not your bra.
And you know what? I gave him that too a few times years ago when he said dude or something, and I sounded just like my father. My father said, "Don't call me dude," and I never
that's
called him
fine.
dude again. This was like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and I gave him the don't call me bruh. And so now anytime he does it, it's out of habit, and he always goes, "Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad."
Yeah, good.
And now I feel bad that I like put that on him, and I just want him to be him
It's
and
called
speak.
being a dad.
Yeah, okay, but I don't know. I'm softening with that. I'm softening with that.
You
Like
don't need any more friends. They need a dad.
I'm not trying to make a friend. I'm just trying not to like pick a battle.
I'm not your
that's
bra.
Stupid to
I'm
fight.
not your bro. I'm not your dude. Your dad.
My best friend's son calls his mom bruh. And she was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Right. And I go, I don't know, man.
There's a
I
lot
call
of
her man.
There's
Like
a
a-
lot of parents listening. So how are you guys handling this?
Yeah, like I handle it. Like it should be handled.
Oh.
I ain't your bra. I ain't your dude. And if you call me by my first name, you're going out the window.
What?
Oh,
What about
man.
when you guys get the apartment, you and your son, and you have like the dude space? Like, no first names? He's going to still have to call you dad at
Yeah,
the
of course. He
bro
will always
apartment?
call me dad.
Man, my buddy calls in high school. I didn't know him before high school. Well, I did know him in middle school, and he calls his dad by his first name.
My sister does that to her dad and to our mom. And I'm like, stop that.
Wait, as a regular occurrence or as like
My
a
sister's
snarky?
in law school right now, so she's smarter than everyone in the family right now.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
she's degreed. She's degreeing up. When she comes home, she'd be like, Jill and Jerry, and like start to mansplain
Really?
to or womansplain to us. Yes.
Not as a joke.
She probably is. There's like a little bit of it, but I get offended because I'm like, I'd give anything to call my dad again. It's a word I just
don't
don't
know.
get to say
It's
very
a respect
often.
thing.
It is a respect thing. It's a
It's a
son-in-law
respect
thing.
thing.
Whenever she came home from college with Pauly Shore and she's calling her parents by their first names, like it's just weird. Don't do it.
Man, when you go to a party or a friend's house, 7th, 8th grade, and he's like, "Hey, Steve, can my friend have a soda?" You're like, "Who the hell is
Oh, my
Steve?
parents would kill me.
Who's Steve?"
Your dad has a
Why-
name?
Yeah, and he's like, "That's Steve over there." And I was like, "Well, is that your stepdad?" He's like, "No, that's my dad." And I was like, like a nuclear blast hit me. I didn't even know. I didn't even know how to handle that. I said, "What?"
I'm not the most. Listen, we're not the most strict parents, but there is a respect that needs to be in the house.
Yeah.
So I ain't your bra. I ain't your bra. Ain't your dude.
It was
ain't your
stunning.
guy.
It was stunning when that happened. I was stunned.
I'm calling my mom Ma lately.
Me too. I say "ma" all
That's
the
fine.
time. Hey,
That's
ma.
fine. I say that too.
I feel like we're in the Little House on the Prairie sometimes when I'm like,
Ma.
"Hey,
Yeah.
ma.
Hey, Ma.
Hey, this is my ma."
This is my
Well,
mom.
yeah. My son did that a couple times. I'm like,
Well, and like Jerry, I've always called him Jerry, and we call him Gary for fun. But then I was thinking like the Kate Hudson, Kurt Russell situation. She calls Kurt Russell Pa because he essentially helped raise she and her brother with Goldie Hawn, most of their life because their dad left them when they were kids. And so she calls Kurt Russell Pa. And I was thinking like, been calling my mom Ma, and I've been kind of wanting to call Jerry Pa.
He would love that, I bet.
But like, it's weird. It's like a weird
Yeah,
thing.
you-
Like,
It's
Nah,
already-
you just
it's too
crack
late.
it
It's too
once.
late.
It's only weird
too late.
once. What do you mean it's too
I'm
late?
38.
It's never
too late.
It's too late. I
You
feel
got
like
to
it's
start
too
that.
You're
late.
38.
You got to start that at the beginning.
That's what I
38.
thought.
No, you got more than half of your life. What are you going to not change because it's too late? Of
Too
course,
late.
no. This is like fresh times.
I
Next.
just think I want to be Kate Hudson. I don't know.
Nah, just crack it open. You'll be fine. Hey,
late.
guys.
Next.
I'm a former student at the Broadcast Center, and I'm looking to continue my education this fall. I completed the program, but can't seem to find any contact information on the website that actually works. Riz, I know you're a former student and was wondering if you could provide any help.
I didn't know you went to the broadcast
did not.
center.
I'm a long-time listener.
But I did hang in the alumni hall.
They put
You
his,
could be
put my
this.
picture.
Learn, they put his picture up there as if he went to it. So
That's weird.
people like Michael here, for years and years, have emailed in and called in and be like,
they
"Hey, I
still
know you went to
open?
Broadcast Center."
That's false advertising. I don't think they are. It might be all online now or something.
Well, this email came in today.
You know why I didn't?
Or yesterday.
I didn't bitch about it.
Why? Because you loved it. You thought it was cool?
No, because I want people to get into this game, and
Oh,
if I
okay.
helped,
I want to be like.
like if you asked me, like I did not go to Broadcast Center.
What did you do to get into the place you are right now?
I
He followed his
interned
friend
through
at an
college.
intern.
Yeah, my friend got an
interview.
interview, and I followed him, and I went.
You didn't go to school for any of this?
No,
Interesting.
Did you go to Broadcast Center?
I did not. I went to Illinois State, and I got my degree in mass communications with a concentration in radio.
Well, money well spent.
Thank you.
Because we achieved the same thing, and I spent a lot less money.
Well, if I'm going to be completely real with you, I got my schooling paid for because my dad died. So the Army said, retroactively, we will give
Well,
rid of that
then,
debt.
okay.
Wow, no
So
kidding.
shut up.
But I did not go to Broadcast Center.
We have degrees in hard knocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to. I was talking about this with the big boss yesterday. Like, where is the next crop of talent going to come from as far as radio?
Man, all over, as it has in the past. You came from an internship, you came from college, and then promo
opportunities-
department, all that. My degrees were gold records.
Opportunities
humble brag.
are not the same as they were when I started.
Right.
There is now. We were talking about this with Mark Close and John Hewlett. We would stick new people in overnights.
Yes.
We would stick new people in at night.
I disagree with you, though.
Oh, 100. You are 100% wrong.
No,
I mean,
dude, you're talking about all those avenues. Yeah, those avenues are gone because the job and everything,
exist
everything
anymore.
Else, everything else doesn't exist. But they're still going to get talent from a variety of places, just like that happened.
Absolutely.
But now it's like, oh, you've got a great social media following.
Yeah.
Let's try you on air to try to sell your.
That's what I'm saying. Is the avenues are not the same.
Right.
Now,
Right,
when you ask a kid, what kid wants to go into radio? They don't.
Right.
They want to be YouTubers. They want to be TikTokers.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a problem for this business. We got to get on the radar of the youth.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, you got to know how to do, like, there is a certain set of skills you have to do a radio show. You can't just come in here with a great personality. Like, there's technical side, there's knowing the law of radio.
That could all be taught.
That could all be taught, but you have to have an interest in that. The thing that drives me the craziest in this business is when you have a top talent person who has no damn idea how to run that spaceship board. Drives me nuts. And there's people in this building.
This is
have that.
this is
The
taught.
majority of
it's just
people in this
getting
building.
it's just getting discovered. Now, how are we finding the new talent? I mean, we'll be gone, and then who's the next crop of people to
Right.
come in? Where are we finding those people? Comedy clubs, maybe bands. I know Tommy the boss here is great at collecting talent, getting people like yourself, like Tim Convey from bands, stand-up comics, like Rafe,
And
Chris
Tim.
Convey
and Tim, and Chris Convey. But there's no place like Broadcast Center anymore.
Right.
They're not the opportunities to do overnights
Yeah.
and late nights is not there anymore.
I will say this, though. We do have people on, like, if you listen to the Arch late nights, our board op, Haley Reeves, she is so good behind a board. She's my favorite board op. That young lady wants to be on air full time one day, and damn it, she's going to do it because she's doing, like, she's doing midnight to 4 a.m. on the Arch. So
Awesome.
and live, and she's cutting her teeth there. And, and shout out to Marty Link for paving the way for her, like saying, like, okay, you want to put the effort in, we want to get you a good demo, and that's the work that you got to do, because you got to make your mistakes first. You're going to fumble a lot.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now
I did 2 years, 2+ years, fill-in stuff, and did every weekend.
There
I
you
did
go.
Fridays,
With stations
nights
being
and weekends.
computer automated, now we got the stupid AI garbage that may be taking over, radio DJ jobs. I'm just saying, we just have to adapt and we'll figure it out.
But your advice to him is, man, we don't know. Like, there's 1,000 different ways, and you got to find which one you're best at. You know what I mean? If it's building a following on YouTube, it's building a following somewhere else. If it's getting in here and interning, no matter what your age is. Dude, I was in my 30s, had multiple gold records, and was at $9 or $10 an hour or something, babysitting the station on Saturday nights. Do you think that was like?
I always think the best way now is to get an internship or start on the promo team and get to know people at the radio station.
Yeah.
And get your first job as a board op and just be in the studio and be around the air talent.
Well, and
I'm
also,
just saying, not everybody just like skips up on here. Like there was teeth to be cut and dues to be paid.
well, and also, it's not going to be the people changing or following into the steps of how to get into this building. It's going to be the way radio stations are. We're adapting to the AI. We're adapting to being on YouTube. We're adapting to podcasts. Like, literally, the industry has to change, and it is. That's how it's been.
It's got to, or it's going to be dead.
And that's why you will have YouTube stars that are going to become radio hosts and vice versa. I mean, it's already doing it.
Did you say you hate it when somebody, like when talent doesn't know how to use the board?
Oh, yeah. I give Tim McKernan hell all the time because he does not know how to run the board. And I get up in his ass all the time about it.
But
You know, it was
his boyish good looks make up for it.
Exactly.
You
He's
know-
a TV guy.
You know who blew my mind with that?
Who?
Was Jeff. Jeff was like the radio guy of all radio
Yes.
guys that I knew.
Tom West always ran the board.
And he had never run the board. When we were in here, he was like, no,
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what to do that. I'm not doing that.